How's it going, guys? So we've seen the Sol Hornet, and now it's time to take a look at the Sol Roadrunner. So once again, this is from Kotobukiya's 1:1 scale Megami Device line, and once again, this is the low visibility version of the Sol Roadrunner. In the Megami Device line, I think I did mention this before, but definitely the Hornet and the Roadrunner are my favorite ones out from the line so far. And I do have to say that I like the colors of the low visibility version kind of maybe more than the regular versions, which are mostly red. Those are also cool. It's kind of a toss-up, but these colors are definitely really cool as well. So yeah, we've got it in just kind of light and dark blue now this time, and then with this kind of really cool kind of teal blue color hair. I like that quite a bit, and this should be another really nice figure. Just like with number 3, the Hornet, this has some really great box design here. It's a very attractive box just right off the bat. That black with this really bright blue and then the gold in there. It just looks so cool. Nice illustration here on the front as well, of course. And again, a cool little blurb here. It says the type Roadrunner ground battle type is equipped with a roller dash unit on the legs, allowing for a fast ground-based movement to overwhelm opponents. Large beam blade provides high offensive power in close fighting. Upgrade able to full armor mode by combining with the armament of Sol Hornet. So yeah, you can combine them, at least combine the armor of them to make a kind of full armor mode, which we saw on the other box, and we can see here. We'll take a look at that again in a minute. As always, a huge thank you to USA Gundam Store for sponsoring this. If you guys are looking for a good place to get Kotobukiya kits, USA Gundam Store is now and will into the future be carrying more Kotobukiya kits, so you can check those out. Use my coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10. That doesn't work on only Gunpla, it works on Kotobukiya stuff and everything else on their site as well, so check that out, use it. And alright, so here on the side, it's just the same things as on the front. Going around to the bottom of the box, you can see how it's going to look in its kind of armored up and less armored version. I mean, that's cool if you want, but I mean, you gotta go with it like that, right? I mean, come on. And then here we can see just another kind of action poses, or just sort of action pose and less action pose. But it's just kind of showing off the articulation, the mobility of the figure, and they're very nice. So here we can see, once again, there's the kind of full armor mode, as they're calling it, using the parts of the Sol Hornet there as well. And then here's how it's going to look just straight out of the box. Nothing done to it at all, no painting, no decals, nothing. Still looks pretty good, I've got to say. I really like the color of that blue hair. It does look really nice. On the top of the box, you can see the different face options we have. We have the kind of smirk, the kind of, I don't really know what to call that, maybe drunk face. And then this one is kind of like a smirking drunk face. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. It looks like her skin is definitely more of a tan color compared to the Hornet. We'll have to see once we pop open the box, but that's what it looks like anyway. And then here we have our decal sheet, looking pretty similar to the Hornets, a little bit different like configuration, but basically the same kind of stuff, a whole bunch of markings, numbers, and eye decals there, and the list price of 5,000 yen, the same list price as the Hornet. If you compare this to kind of the size and girth of what you can get with 5,000 yen worth of Gunpla, like a pretty good size master grade, this is not going to be as big, but it is going to have a lot of parts in here. These are really intricate kits, and very stable kits for being so intricate. They're really solid. So a lot of these parts are probably going to be exactly the same as with the Sol Hornet. You can see we do have some new parts there. Our blue parts here for the hair, again, looking really nice. I love that color for the hair is really cool. Our skin tone parts, which are definitely more of a orangish tan color compared to the Hornet. Our clear orange parts there for the weapon and the helmet visor. Our hands, once again, our hand options are closed fists, open hands, open expressive hands, focus, trigger finger hands, and holding hands. A few little bits of orange parts there, our stand, and then we should have our faces here. A couple of pre-painted parts. This is the same pre-painted parts that we had with the Sol Hornet, and then our faces here, again, really nice. I like that there are different face variations with the Hornet. If it was just like the same expressions for both of them, that would have been just a little bit boring. I like that it's different expressions for them, so it definitely gives them the feel of being like more different than just being kind of like two variations of the same figure. So once again, here's that nice big Waterslide Decal sheet. These are really cool. We have some nice kind of Megami Device logos there, a couple orange ones here, mostly all white and different kind of cool markings, and then some decals here for the eyes. If you are going to be repainting the faces and having to use these eye decals, you can use those. Then of course we have our manual here with same artwork as on the front of the box. On the back side, Megami Device logo there. Opening it up, the same kind of stuff we saw on the outside of the box here mostly, but some larger photos. So these are making for a good photo reference if you want to just kind of check out some different poses to do with the kit, or just kind of if you need some more reference photos for colors or decals. Let's just skip to the back of the manual here too, because while we're on the topic, here is the color and decal guide. colors there. It's all listed in Japanese, but again, you can just use a translator app or whatever. And then decals, where you're going to be placing the decals around all on the kit here. Okay, skipping back to the parts list, again, those shaded out parts are parts that we won't use for this kit, so you will have a handful of leftover parts, but we're going to be using mostly everything. The construction goes through the whole body first, of just the hands, arms, legs, torso, until just like the main body is done, and that's in this kind of like zero armor version. And then you go back and kind of take it apart and then add the more armor bits to that as you like, so you can kind of choose where you want to stop in the manual in terms of how much you want to build or not build. And then once that's together, then you can build the weapons, and then it just shows you how to equip everything like that, and then how to combine some parts here with the Sol Hornet. Looks like we have a little bit of a guide on that as well. All right, let's take a look at the stuff we got here. So once again, here is a close-up look at the pre-painted parts there, and then our faces all looking very, very nice. The detail on these and just the quality of the pre-printing on these is so good. So as long as you don't want to change the skin tone, you can just use these, not have to worry about using the Waterslide decals or doing any painting of the faces or eyes or anything, and you can be solid. And then of course we have our base plate here in this nice dark blue color. And again, most of these runners are going to be the same as we saw with the Sol Hornet, so I'll just kind of go through these a little bit quickly. We have basically two main colors for the armor, lighter blue and darker blue. So here's the A runner, a nice big full runner here in the lighter of the two blue colors. Runner B, once again, our skin tone here in a nice kind of tan, more warm skin tone color. Runner C is a small little runner here in the lighter blue color. And then runner D is the same in that light blue color, and just a small little runner, just a handful of parts on here. Runner E is now in the darker blue color, and there's a whole bunch of parts on here, mostly for the arms and legs. So we do have two of this E runner. And then runner F, also in the dark blue color, just a whole bunch of kind of unrecognizable parts here, as well as runner G. The only really recognizable part here for me is just this part here, the kind of rod for the stand. Runner H, just a tiny little runner here with a few parts in the lighter of the two blue colors. And then runner J2, here's where it's going to start diverging from the Sol Hornet. As the Sol Hornet used runner J1, this is runner J2, so different parts here, but in the lighter of the two blue colors. We have two of these. And then runner K2, back to the darker blue color. Again, the Sol Hornet was using runner K1, so this one's using runner K2 for some kind of helmet parts and some weapons parts on here. And again, same thing for runner L2 here, where we've got some parts, two of these. And whereas the Hornet did have a couple of like molded bronze color, this one doesn't have any of that color, but this does have some of the same molded silver. So this is a really cool, nice molded silver color here for runner M2. And then runner N2 as well is also in the same color, and it's a really, really nice color of molded silver here. Runner O, just a small little runner here of a few orange parts. And then runner P2 is our molded kind of clear orange parts, one for the visor and one for our weapon. Then we got runner R, which is our really nice light kind of teal blue color here for the hair parts. Some really fine little parts here for those little bits of hair. It's going to look really nice when it's all put together. And then runner T is just a few more skin tone parts for the head and the tummy. And runner Y, just a couple little last parts here in the dark blue color for just some kind of joint parts. So that's it for the unboxing. It looks like this one is going to be also very nice. It would be cool one day if like they came out with a set of these where you could just buy like the Sol Hornet and the Sol Roadrunner together in a set. Then you would have everything there and you wouldn't have to buy the kit separately. I'm sure they would probably charge about the same amount of money for that, but it'd be cool if they maybe like threw in some new weapon or something into the set, or did them in like a different color. So you have like the normal red color, the low visibility version here in like blue, and then they did like the special set of them would be like some special color or something like that. I don't know. I'm not exactly in a position to just call up Kotobukiya and suggest that idea, but that would be cool if they did something like that. Kotobukiya does like to put out like just special color variants of stuff pretty often as a way to just kind of milk their kits, and people usually tend to buy them up, so I could imagine that possibly happening in the future. But in the meantime, I'm going to check this kit out. I think it looks really cool, so I'm looking forward to this. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. Leave any other further questions and comments down below. Check out USA Gundam Store as well. Thanks to them for sponsoring this video. Use that coupon code and check out the kits they have there on their site. I'll see you guys in the review. Bye-bye. Hey! Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you want to check the kit out for yourself, you can head over to USA Gundam Store. Use that coupon code ZakuAurelius10. Save yourself 10%. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.